Good morning, Heart of the Lion Ministries. I want to continue on from yesterday in the second miracle of Elisha after he healed the land in the water. His second miracle was a protection miracle. Let's go ahead and get straight into it. 2 Kings 2:24. So he turned around and looked, 2:23. 2 Kings 2:23. Then afterwards, he went up from there to Bethel. And as he was going up the road, some youths came from the city and mocked him and said to him, "Go up, you bald head. Go up, you bald head." So he turned around and looked at them and pronounced a curse at them in the name of the Lord. That's keynote, in the name of the Lord, not his own name. And two female bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the youths. Then he went from there to Mount Carmel, and from there he returned to Samaria. So it's very important to remember before we get into the words of Jesus that you know what he said about that cursing. Is very important to notice the proper context here. 42 of anything could be definitely light threatening, but these kids were more than likely not like 5 years old. These were actually, it doesn't say children and it doesn't say adults. They were more than likely around the young teenager age, and that could be definitely threatening. So God licensed that curse and allowed him to pronounce that because more than likely it wasn't just about disrespect. His life was on the line. And when your life is on the line, God will intervene and execute justice and judgment because that's what a curse is. It's an expedited prayer, condensed and released with instant answers. And that's what happened right here. So is this out of order with what Jesus said to bless your enemies? Well, not really, because what Jesus is saying is don't be such a hothead. Not everyone is a candidate for a curse. You don't ever know who you're going to bless and who's destined for salvation, like Apostle Paul. He was an enemy and then became the greatest, patriarch of the faith, you know, later on. So don't be such a hothead. Be discerning in how you need to pray and decree. And I'm going to pray along this lines right now because I do have a license to curse your spiritual enemies and any tree that's bearing fruitlessness like Jesus cursed. So I curse every tree and spiritual enemy in your life that is causing rotten fruit and stagnation and delay. Be uprooted out of their lives now in the name of Yeshua. And I bind every spirit and cast it out related, and I release heaven on earth, favor, multiplication, and breakthrough right now in Jesus Yeshua's name. If you claim that, type amen, hit subscribe, and please share this with someone you believe it would be a blessing.